Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we're going to do a love reading. I'm being very cool to do a love reading. First of all, if you've been watching the last few videos, I apologise. I have my ring light has broken, so the light is not brilliant. I'm just going with an overhead lighting and my window. Apologies, but let's crack on. So we're going to use the Crimson Kiss Oracle and the Law of Attraction Tarot. Let's just crack straight on, shall we? We'll take a couple of these cards and see what the vibe is. But first of all, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Jo. If you are a returning watcher, why are you not subscribed? But never mind, love you anyway. And if you are a subscriber, much love to you. Let's find our two messages, shall we? So the first one out is telephone, a message or a call from an old flame that comes out of nowhere. Okay, interesting. And let's take one more. Candy, a sweet, kind person, someone who will do anything for you. Now, this could well be the same person. I mean, you're clearly getting a bit of a love renewal from a past connection. If this is resonating with you, if you knew someone who was very kind and very sweet and someone who, you know, cared deeply for you, who am I to judge as to why you let them go or why they let you go? It's none of my business, unless you want to make it my business and pop a comment down below. Otherwise, you know, you're going to get you're going to know that this reading's for you if you've got an old flame coming back round. Let's have a look, shall we, at the tarot. We've got the Seven of Cups. Now, the Law of Attraction Tarot is meant to be read in a slightly different way to the original tarot. It's got, the cards have got their own meanings. But this could be a little bit of a wave of emotion coming in. I mean, maybe you've been seeing a lot of tarot readings like this, or been getting some messages, downloads about someone coming back round. Yeah, there could be a little bit of, like I say, it's someone that comes out of nowhere, or the message comes out of nowhere. So you're not expecting this, so that could be, I just say be warned. It could bring in, you know, some unresolved emotions, whether that's good or bad. But you could be just a little bit of a wave of emotion coming in with this one. Interesting. Or maybe it just sort of brings up, you know, I know time can sometimes, you know, when you don't see someone for a long time, you can kind of, fantasize, not the right word, glorify the good parts rather than all the bad parts. But not that anything necessarily is particularly bad. This card wanted to sit on my thumb. You got the Death card, okay? So, yeah, maybe you or them have gone through a little bit of a death process and a bit of a renewal. You know, you're coming out of your chrysalis. You've changed. They've changed. Someone's changed. You know, they've maybe turned their life around, or you know, please pop a comment down below, you know, if this is resonating with you and how. You know, maybe someone had a bit of an addiction, or you know, they were a nice person, but, you know, the devil, you know, ego and the devil kind of had hold of them. But looks like they've turned themselves around, whoever this is. Oh, interesting. Because now you've got the page, or it would be the Page of Wands. Now, in this deck, it's called the Foreigner. So this could be someone maybe you went travelling with, or they could be of a different race to you. That might be quite significant to someone here, that this is someone who was maybe outside of your culture. It doesn't have to be literally race, but it can be somebody who was outside of your culture, or just looked different in some way, you know, or was different. Interesting. They caught your eye. I love that woman in the background with her. She's just like, check him out. But in it's a funny way. I'll bring her in a bit closer. Like, she's happy to see him, but not in a weird, pervy way. So yeah, so maybe that was someone who walked in and walked out, maybe. You know, I mean, he was travelling. Oh, you can't see when I do that. You know, maybe it was a bit of a brief affair. That one wanted to come over. So you got the Four of Wands. Okay, so in this one, that's all about being in your element. Okay, it's all about being comfortable and shining your light and being out in the being out in, you know, the elements, being out on a nice hot summer's day and just, you know, chilling and loving on yourself. And maybe that's what's bringing this person round. Maybe whoever is watching has been, you know, really taking care of themselves, and I mean that in the sense of, you know, filling your own cup and making yourself feel good about yourself, and, you know, loving on yourself. And that's, you know, the thing about, you know, twin flames and soulmates and things, that's when one heals, the other one heals, and when one brings themselves up, the other one comes up. So interesting. Energetically, you've been helping them by loving yourself and being yourself. The next card, there you go, that's the 10 of Cups, which is obviously, you know, the happy card, the ultimate wish fulfillment, but it's also, again, about sitting there and being happy with yourself and looking at that rainbow over your nice big house. Like, you've been putting in the work, so they've been putting in the work. You've definitely pulled each other up, dare I say. Like, you've been energetically helping each other, and now they've obviously reached a point where they want to contact you in some way. It doesn't, you know, it says a message or a call, so it doesn't have to be, you know, maybe you meet them outside. Maybe you meet them outside. I mean, potentially. And then they call you later. But you're definitely getting a contact from an old flame coming in. Sorry, I did just knock the camera. Let me try and steady that. Okay, yeah, the 3 of Wands there. Okay, so the 3 of Wands is sowing your seeds. You're about to reap what you have sowed, and I mean that in, like, the best way possible. Or they are, you know, the person that's coming back round. But here the work's been put in to the point where you're about to reap the benefits of that, and the real reward. Whoever put in the death and transformation really went through it. There you go, the 8 of... Excuse me, the 8 of Swords, and I've got flies buzzing around my head. Yeah, maybe they really did suffer. You know, when you broke up, or you both did. One of you maybe felt it more than the other. And there was a lot of tears, a lot of upset, a lot of rain, you know, with the 8 of Swords there. But yeah, like I say, they've went through the death process, and they've come out the other side, and they're ready to show you all about it and tell you all about it. Whenever I see anything about someone coming back around, and they always should come back correct, you know, should always come back and be able to tell you how they've worked through things, you know, what they've improved upon, yada yada yada. But you also should be able to say, well, yeah, I know that, you know, it's 50-50, and I know our breakup was not all on me, but it also wasn't all on you, and this is how I've improved, this is how I've looked after myself, you know. I'm just saying. You got the Hierophant. Ooh, get in focus. You got the Hierophant, okay. So there could be a contract here. It could be leading to marriage, or, you know, moving into a home together, or having that real stability, that real solid ground. There might be maybe some hard truths about to be learned, and I mean that in the sense of it being clear. It's going to help you or help them continue to heal and prepare and be better people. I say that because that Duralex, Sidlex, I don't speak, I'm guessing Latin, don't even know. But I know it means that, like, the law is harsh, but it's the law. Like, the law is hard, but it is what it is. So I think there could be an interesting conversation. Do I think it's going to be a bit of a hard conversation? Yeah. But do I actually think it's going to be quite beneficial? Yes. Yes, I do. I think it's going to be for both of you. I want to say it's going to bring about some closure, but I think just in the sense of closing out the old. Like, you're going to have this conversation where it really clears out the old crap, whatever that was, you know, whatever you went through with this person. but it's gonna be very clearing, very cleansing. It's gonna clear the air. Ah, look at that. You have got the Sun card. The Sun card is the yes card. It's, you know, the happiest card in the deck. It's illuminating, it's warming, it's guiding. Now, the thing about dolphins is they are very playful. It's very innocent energy. So this could be like a very kind, very sweet, loving person. But I think the energy was very innocent. So this could be a first love. I mean, it could be someone who you're not expecting, obviously, with the comes out of nowhere. Yeah, it could, even clearing this air, you know, the clearing energy that I felt coming in there, could just actually make it a bit more fun and a bit more playful, and make you a lot more open and carefree almost. Like I say, I think it's gonna very much clear up any misunderstandings, disagreements that were there, and it actually is going to be quite illuminating. Let's have a look and take one more card. Oh, I think I've got two. I do have two. So we got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups here is obviously something that's very fruitful. You know, the work that's been put in, or that will be put in, because you've had the work happen there, and then you get this newness coming in. It's going to be very abundant. It's going to be very fruitful. You're going to really be able to reap the rewards and the harvest. I wonder if this was what was part of the problem, was people's problems maybe overshadowed them. Like I said, if there was an addiction or something like that, it's been healed. I would just be a little bit careful. Like I say, just make sure they're coming back correct. I'm not saying that somebody has to be 100% healed. I don't think they are going to be 100% healed, or you are 100% healed. But I do think you will be helping them come out from behind this shadow. And I wonder what that shadow is. You know, it could be themselves, you know, kind of negative self-talk. You know, maybe that's something that needs to be cleared up. Maybe that was part of the problem. But, you know, just be careful that things don't seem... Well, be careful that things aren't as big as they seem to be. That's not right how I'm saying it. But, you know, sometimes problems can appear bigger than what they actually are. And you can kind of get a bit stuck in that overthinking, over worried, and actually when you go through it and talk about it, it's actually nowhere near as bad as what you thought it was going to be. You've got the Emperor. Now, the Emperor in this card is holding a clock in his hand, a watch, pocket watch. So time here, there could be something about time. It could be quite timely that they're coming in, or they're just finding the right time. You know, they're just waiting for you to, excuse me. Now, my throat's just started to play up. So I wonder if there's something stopping them from speaking. Like, for my throat chakra to start doing that, there was no reason for that. It just started doing it. I wonder if they're biding their time, picking the right time to speak. Maybe, I was going to say, maybe they're waiting for some sort of sign, you know, on social media or something. You know, maybe you don't post a lot and they don't know if you're still using the site, and they're just waiting for that one little nod from the universe before they write that text message or pick up the phone, or, you know, whatever it might be. But the Emperor is about making power moves, okay? But he's very much that. I mean, the guy could be a little bit older than you, or, you know, the person, masculine, could be a little bit older than you. Again, it's any other energy. Don't take it as gender. Yeah, and there you go. You've got the Six of Swords. Okay, that's about taking that leap and trusting that the universe is going to catch you. It's not quite the full card, but, you know, it's about sizing up the situation and kind of picking their time, biding their time. They're biding their time. Whoever this is, they're waiting for they're waiting for something, and I don't know what it is, but they're waiting for the right time to speak up. They're waiting for the right time to speak up. Okay, let's take one more just to close out the energy. See what wants to come through. We've got, now you've got the Knave, the Page of Cups, and yeah, they're going to be, they're biding their time. Maybe they need to go buy the flowers. You know, I say that as a little, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge to the card. Yeah, maybe they're just building up that confidence. They're waiting for something before they press that doorbell. Send, you know, hit send, hit follow, or I don't know, hit the green phone symbol on the, I don't know what it is or how they're going to come in, but they're just biding their time. But I think you can trust this. I think you can trust this. I think they're going to come back correct. I hope you're ready and correct. I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much for watching. I knew I had to do a love reading. Please hit like, comment, subscribe, especially if this resonates with you. I'd love to know. And yeah, catch you on the next one. Bye.